Welcome back. We're still discussing insecurity in Nigeria today, and right now we're going to be discussing emergency responses in Nigeria. I mean, when you see terror attacks all over the world, there's some level of emergency rescue, conveying victims to hospitals immediately. Even dead bodies are handled with care, you know, just in case somebody is not totally dead. Unfortunately, in Nigeria, what we saw yesterday was saddening and, you know, heartbreaking. That human beings were carried in trucks,
loaded like bag of cement. They were just dumped into the
carried truck. In trucks. I mean, if you weren't dead already, that would kill you.
You okay?
Oh, you know, my God.
Myself and my husband
personal experience, when my ex-husband had that accident, and
look at the pictures. Look at the pictures. Look at this picture. Look at this picture. This is inhuman.
Can you imagine?
This is inhuman.
People's family.
This is
people's
inhuman.
Family members.
And we have a government that spends millions furnishing for weddings, for parties. We spend millions hosting confab, and we don't value human life, even if they are dead.
Please don't talk about confab to me.
Some pictures are very gory. Viewers' discretion is advised. We're going to be showing some, you know, so please be
if
careful.
There's a baby around, please.
Yeah,
or a child
please be careful.
Around.
We're going to be showing gory pictures.
Confab.
YK, you were talking about
your
personal experience.
confab, they're using me. Please don't annoy me with confab. Because this confab that they are playing Scrabble, that they are fighting over food, it's a
waste of money.
That the average age is 65.
Leave service to this kind of thing.
Some of them are sleeping.
Most of them are sleeping.
They are sleeping and doing what kind of confab?
And we're spending
they're
so
paying
much
them 4
money.
million naira a month. Maybe if they paid me the 4 million, I won't be talking. No, I myself I'll be part of the equation. But it is wrong. What is wrong is wrong. Let us say it. They are wasting money. All the money should have. They should have used this. Their budget of 400 trillion.
During the after
your late husband.
No, I was talking about how they were moving him. Someone that had from stretcher to stretcher. Someone that had internal injuries. Of course, is going to die.
Yes.
Of course, is going to die. This country, we don't. All the training that we are supposed to be training ourselves.
Our medical personnel are not trained to handle serious accidents. Not even all. Most of police officers. Part of the training of major police officers.
You cannot sit on this table and say that our medical personnel are not trained
to handle let me say, Mariah said, you know, Mariah said something about accidents. When Mariah spoke about accident, she said they had to fly an helicopter. Mariah is just an American. She went to study there. They flew an helicopter to pick her up.
Nigerian trained doctors and nurses are all over the world doing.
When they go there, they have to recalibrate their brain to feed the society. Our society here doesn't let them work at optimum level.
When there's an emergency here, it's the system.
I went to the hospital with Mariah a few weeks back when she wasn't feeling fine. She was dizzy. She goes to me, they were like, hey, you're dizzy. You went to the hospital. I saw you on the show this morning. Why did you not sleep at home? I'm like, somebody is dizzy. She can barely walk. The first thing you should do, get her on a stretcher, lie her down on the bed. I was holding her around. Our hospital people are not caring. We don't train them to respond swiftly. What if at that point in time she could die because she was dizzy? You did not test anything. You were just asking her questions and taking her.
What if they are trained, but the Nigerian situation just makes you give up?
They never care. They don't care.
It shouldn't be, because when emergencies take place, I'm sure if there was swift response to medical care, medical people down there.
This morning, I was joking with my husband that.
Look at this picture. Somebody is wounded. You're conveying him in a wheelbarrow.
This one is even better. I saw one that was worse than this yesterday.
I can't even
it was in a wheelbarrow. They carried him out.
Viewer discretion advised.
Please.
I was just joking with him this morning that even our Nollywood films, when they portray, they understudy our police and they want to portray response to an emergency in their movies, it comes out bad. It is like a culture of it. You understand? It's like our culture that we cannot get emergency response.
We can change. There's this American hospital movie where you see them. Grey's Anatomy. When you see the way and you know that if they are doing like that in film, that is how they are doing in real life.
Because
you can't blame Nollywood. Don't blame Nollywood. Nollywood, it is what they are saying that they are giving you. They are not going to give you more than what you are getting.
Helicopter rescue for some people, for just one person, just for her, and they had to use power. I don't know what they call to bring her back to life. I know someone that a young girl. She was 7. She died 2 years ago. She was electrocuted in her house, but she was still able to, they took her to the hospital and they were like, what would have rescued her is if we had that electric shock stuff that they would take her. They didn't have
back to life.
They didn't have it to that hospital. They took her to that hospital. They didn't have it. By the time they got to the third hospital, she was dead. That is how bad
My mother,
we lose life.
When my mother died, we rushed my mother to the hospital. One doctor had come and pronounced her dead, and we didn't believe she was. So we rushed her to the hospital, to another hospital, and then they say oxygen. The oxygen, they there. I'm not sure where the oxygen is. So I said, where is it?
You carry it yourself.
Response. It is, look, we need this Nigeria. Let us tell the truth.
Can we make excellence
our
culture?
wait now.
Hold on.
Let us tell the truth. We need to re-educate ourselves. We need to go back to the drawing board and start again, because the cancer that is inside Nigeria, you know, when the cancer starts, it has eaten deep, and it is eating. Look, before it destroys us, let us go back. This confirm. Let them first cancel it now, and let them.
They're taking the money. They're taking the money.
A caller mentioned that our educational system, that who are you training? You're training terrorists because they've been at home for 10 months. When they come back, you rush your
example of banking sector.
And you say they are trained.
Can I tell you about banking sector? Few years back, there was a particular very popular bank. I can't mention brands. It was fantastic. Everybody was rushing down there to register. Suddenly, right now, people are saying they're no longer pleased with services there, and another bank has taken over. You can create a culture of excellence. Can we just take upon ourselves to create?
Are these people officials of
no?
Exactly.
They cannot be.
These
are well wishers.
These are local neighbors and Nigerians trying to get help,
trying to rescue
their brothers and sisters there.
I feel that can we make excellence our culture?
I was going to continue
so much.
Hold on. You're talking together.
We've gotten so comfortable with mediocrity. We've gotten so used to things not being done well that we don't even demand excellence from our leaders.
Nima.
My mom was sick some time ago. I don't want to mention the hospital, but it was on the island, Victoria Island to be particular. The person that was supposed to attend to clean her rooms would come into the room and look at my mother like this. At a point, I left my exams, I stayed with her, and I was like, okay, please, just leave the
You just did your nose now, like the president's nose yesterday. Did you see it in the papers today?
I did.
And you were saying something about it.
To me, it was like he was acting out the emotions, so it didn't really come out well. If he was feeling the emotions, you saw the women that were crying, that lost their children.
Yeah.
The emotions were just natural. You could see the expression on their face portrayed exactly what they were feeling inside, but the expression on the president's face, I'm sorry, came out to me like he was smelling something bad. No, it's not funny. I looked at it in three different papers, different pictures, and to me, it appeared like.
And the tweets on emergency response.
Yes. Daniel,
because we need solution. We all know what the problems of Nigeria.
The emergencies need to be the emergency regulators need to be educated more on emergency issue, and they need facilities and equipment. It is well.
We have a call talk, but let's take Edwin from Akute. Good morning. Thank you for calling, Edwin.
Hello.
Morning, sir. Thank you for calling.
Okay, my name is Edwin. I'm calling from Akute.
Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, please. Sorry, I'm calling. There's no light, so I'm not watching.
Oh, okay.
But I want to talk on the Abuja issue. Because the truth is that I don't know if we Nigerians can remove politics out of this and face the truth and the reality of what is going on. You see, to my own observation, a lot of things have changed in this country. I grew up in the north, in Maiduguri to be precise. I spent roughly about 17 years of my life, the first years of my life there. And I knew what it was then. But you see, the leaders we have now, including the traditional rulers, they've been there because of politics and man no man, and not because of probably inheritance or the way it's supposed to be. Years back, when things are happening, the Shehu of Borno will come out and he will tell the people of Borno, I don't want this kind of a thing to be happening. And they will listen to him. But when you look at the people that are there now, even the subjects don't believe in them. And that is why a lot of things like this are going on. Because
Edwin, what's the way forward?
Hello?
Sir, can you hear me? What's the way forward?
The way forward is that we'll start looking at things the way they are and remove politics out of it. Let us be our brother's keepers the way it used to be in the days of old.
Okay. Thank you
For
so
me,
very much for calling.
Jumoke, the way forward is for us to see Boko Haram. Everybody see Boko Haram as our public enemy. They are all our enemies. We all fight them. Like he
Jumoke,
said, the
it is not
Sultan
only
should
Boko
come out
Haram.
and say Boko
It's
Haram
not only
should.
Boko Haram. We have cattle Fulani headsmen and
Headsmen,
whatever
yeah.
all over. It's not. See, what he said is what I want to build on.
Emergency
We should be our
response.
brothers' keepers.
Emergency response. Look at the pictures. I want us to address emergency response.
Yeah, while
because
we're
I mean,
addressing
it
it.
happens everywhere in the world.
As a solution
How do you
to
save
that-
more lives?
Solution to that, let every secondary school, when you go for your NYSC, everybody that goes for NYSC should be trained to become, not just to just march and do the parade. Every one of them, over that period of 1 year, should be trained to be experts in emergency response. That way we know that every year we are training out thousands of people that can act
Who is training
efficiently.
them? So the people that don't know about the response.
No, we can get consultants to train them.
Jumoke,
People
we
know
should
these things.
reshuffle.
We should train all
We
those
should
NYSC people. That's a
reshuffle our
good solution.
emergency agencies,
Okay.
our security agencies as well. Especially these security agencies that we have now that are never ready for this
I
kind
didn't
of
see Red
things.
Cross there yesterday. What happened to them?
No, they've not come.
They
are on the
but
way.
NEMA, Red Cross
On
is
the
not,
high sea.
Red Cross is a voluntary
It's
organization.
international,
It's
and we
international.
always see them in emergency
They
situations
might
in
be there, but what
Nigeria.
I'm saying, that NYSC thing, if we include it in their
but we have
curriculum,
that.
it will work. Also, when you go through secondary school, when you're finishing your secondary school, they should all be equipped for secondary school level to be able to respond to emergency situations on the spot immediately. That way,
There is this
Why
tweet
Kate?
that is not on emergency response, but it's very important. It says from Titi Layo Adebe, it says, I read it on a site where a guy said he heard some boys talking about bombing this same park, and he reported it to SSS.
And what did the SSS do?
Nothing.
Did they secure the parks? Now,
This is the boy was saying, put it on a site.
We just saw pictures now of wheelbarrow taking out people's bodies.
Yes,
they don't
now
have
those
enough
are
stretchers
passers
now.
by.
They don't have enough stretchers.
That's
What
the
would they
thing we are saying.
do?
This is the emergency response Jumoke was saying we should highlight on, we should talk about. These people are never ready. So these people have failed us. If we have a visionary leader, and a visionary leader sees that these agencies are not working, okay, this is an emergency, this is how you reacted, this is how you acted, that means you're not working. People
You know
should-
what?
A
We know that the
visionary
president
leader.
is not working.
Yeah.
Not the
We
president
know-
now. It's not him
You said the
anymore.
visionary leader.
Yeah.
The visionary is your president you're
people
talking
he
about.
put in
Listen,
place.
we know it's not working. Let's stop pointing fingers.
Exactly.
Let us look for solutions.
Way forward. Exactly. That's my
So
point.
NEMA, which is supposed to handle
Because NEMA was created
to handle
emergencies. So,
and NEMA has failed us. So NEMA should be overhauled. They should take all of them down, probably, or get a consultant to train them again.
so if you are in NEMA, look at pictures. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm just
None of them are
happy.
wearing, not wearing
Chemical
uniform. None
weapons
of them.
were reportedly used in Benue State some time ago. Do you know that the Commissioner for Information of that state confirmed it that 200 people died? And the DG of NAFDAC also confirmed that these things are brought into this country in canisters. What has our Ministry of Health done?
They can't-
And
they
NEMA-
won't
have
tell
they
us
investigated these things? What have they done?
Wow, this is really
The solution
saddening.
is that if you have an agency in place, if you have a Ministry of Health, and these people are failing in their duties,
Hold on,
they
Tokwe.
should be reshuffled.
Relationship and usage, emergency response in Nigeria, what? Where were they trained? Which institution did they attend? Any related course on emergency in this country? Do we have any related course on
Okay,
emergency
let's
in this
take more
country?
tweets, Tokwe, so we can round up.
I still blame the president, says Abiodun Oshokwiton. He should be more assertive. If the defense minister is not giving results, sack and so on. Everybody that is
Okay,
not
let me
giving results
quickly
should be
say
sacked.
something
The
to
new
you.
defense
While I
minister.
was young, there was a fire outbreak in my area. My dad is a fire engineer. And he left because he works for a private firm, but he was around when it happened. The fire service company was supposed to come there and respond immediately. When they came, they were lost. They didn't know what to do. Because he had been trained by Americans. He came out and he was alone in that fire, fighting that fire. I was crying outside that, please, look at the people that are in uniform are supposed to be fighting this fire, and you are going alone. He
So
got
trained.
They're not
injured.
trained.
Training, the right training, and we
um,
have personnel, but we politicize these things.
Akim Amao says, I was at the scene of the accident and I administered force and I realized there was no emergency number to call for assistance. See, like she said, apart from training,
Look at these pictures. People just standing, watching, not knowing
Okay,
what
when you are
to do.
employing,
She said-
when you are employing for NEMA, will you employ on the slot of National Assembly and the President?
No,
These
these
competent
are-
people.
These people
Employment-
are
Hold on,
these people are just observers. Your security, did you see them? They
Nima
were
just
strolling
said something and we
about.
should just be, so that we can, she made a very, very valid point. When we employ NEMA, people in NEMA, we employ security agencies, we employ them based on political affiliations.
slots.
We employ them based on who they know
First
up
ladies
there
list.
and not
First
competence.
ladies list.
So this would play out
President's
over and
list.
over
No,
again.
you know that we have a Nigerian quota.
So-
this
so even
percentage
if they are
must be from
inadequate-
north,
Exactly what
this
I'm saying.
percentage must be from
So even
south.
when they are inadequate, we employ based
People
on
that
that,
are
and we keep seeing
competent,
these
people that are
results.
competent do not get employed.
Okay, rounding up, what I've heard from this table today is that the whole system itself is collapsing if it hasn't failed totally already.
Failed state.
So we need to start from the beginning. We need visionary leadership. Every department, every parastatal must be on top of their games.
Political
And then
will.
when we have information also as citizens, we need to take information to our security
You won't do
apparatus.
anything.
You know, well, but don't hold it to yourself. I agree with YK. Instead of arresting somebody who's taking pictures, they need to employ him so that, you know,
So he will help them find
for
Boko Haram.
preventing. You know, so, well, that's how much we can take on the show today. It's still a very Black Tuesday, sad occurrence in Nigeria. We're not happy about it.
It's to show Nigeria that I'm still a Nigerian. I love my country. The black is to mourn the people that died. I'm
It is
serious.
well. We just hope that our governments will stand up to their duties. The primary duty of the government is to protect the citizenry. Thank you very much for staying with us today. Please watch a repeat broadcast of Your View at 11:30 p.m. tonight. You can also watch repeat episodes on YouTube. Go to www.youtube.com/TVC Entertainment and search for Your View. Your vote is your voice. Don't sell it. Use it wisely. Many thanks for watching, and do keep a date with us tomorrow. Bye for now.